So we have our standard Nintendo Switch, and we love it. We have our smaller, cheaper, handheld only Switch Lite. And if you picked one of those up, you probably love that too. And I really hate to be that guy, but what's next? What's up, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping in. Do me a quick favor, make sure you hit that like button, and also make sure you're subscribed. We've got the original and the Lite, but there might be another one on the way, and soon. So recently, Reviewtechusa and Super Metal Dave did a video together talking about the next big thing to come from Nintendo. If what they say is true, then we should be seeing a bigger, better, more powerful Nintendo Switch coming sometime before March 2020. Even possibly announced this year. And before we go any further, I just want to say none of this is confirmed by Nintendo. There, I said it. Either way, that's not what this video is about. I just think it's really fun to talk about this stuff, whether it ends up happening or not. And I already know what you're saying. The Switch Lite just came out, the original Switch was just re-released with better battery life and the same new chip that's in the Lite. It did, I know. But think about this. PlayStation and Xbox both have the same type of thing going on. The PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One S, Xbox One X. Not that any of that matters, because Nintendo has always done their own thing and always will, but it does prove that it works. So a Switch Pro, or Switch XL, or new Switch XL, or whatever they end up calling it, wouldn't really take away anything from the Lite or the OG. It's just another option in the family of Nintendo Switch systems, and that's what Nintendo calls it, a family of systems. Not to mention the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet are probably both releasing holiday next year. And if Nintendo doesn't keep up at least a little bit, we're not going to see any new third-party games come to the system. So instead of getting into all the technical stuff, I'm going to leave a link below where you can go check out that video where they talk about everything in great detail. In this video, I kind of just wanted to talk about what I would want from a Switch Pro, if it's real, which it might be, but it might not be, but it could be. Okay, so I've got 5 big things that I really think a Switch Pro needs. Some of them are probably things the original Switch should have just had. So the first one is Bluetooth headset support. This is something the Switch definitely should have had, and I really hope that they were going to put it in the Lite, but they didn't. You can buy separate USB-C adapters that support Bluetooth headphones, but I just feel like in 2019, that's not really something we should have to be dealing with, especially in a Pro model. You'll probably see a lot of these in this video. Also, forgot to mention the new backdrop. If you guys like it, let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so the next thing I think that the Nintendo Switch Pro should have is a 1080p display. And this one, I think, if it's real, might actually be happening. So there are already reports out there that Sharp has been supplying Nintendo with their Exo display, and have been for a while. And guess what that screen's not in? There's no reason Nintendo would be getting these screens from Sharp if they weren't going to use them in something. So come on, Nintendo, 1080p, handheld. So if we get that 1080p upgrade in handheld, I'd really love to see 4K upscaled when docked. I'm not even asking for true 4K, just upscaled. Now I know Nintendo has already said that they're not really interested in 4K, but they also said that there was no Switch Lite, so. Another thing I think kind of goes without saying is a bigger screen. One of the coolest things about the Exo display is that it can be put into phones and tablets and have little to no bezel at all. So essentially you could keep it the same size, but take away the black bezel completely. I think if this thing's real though, they'll probably go for a little bit different design, but who knows. The last big thing that I'd really like to see Nintendo do with a more powerful Switch is give it some pro-level Joy-Cons. We've seen third parties do some things like the Switch Pad Pro, which I hear is actually pretty good. But to have something like that made by Nintendo with full features would be amazing. So what do you guys think? Is this whole video for nothing? Is there no Switch Pro? Or do you think it's only a matter of time and we'll see this thing announced sometime in the near future? Let me know in the comments below. And if you think it's real, tell me what you would want to see in a more powerful Nintendo Switch. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.